Yeah, what's up? This is the Really Kick It Podcast, and this is your host, Ones. As usual, we are back with the topics, man. The things that's going on in the timeline. I even got something that I just want to pose to the people. Something that happened in my life that I just want to put out there and see how the people feel about it and what I'm talking about as it pertains to the issue. Because I know I ain't the only one, but I don't want to start with that. I want to start with this Drewski thing, right? I want to start with Drewski. It's a lot of people. I watch TikTok. I go through TikTok. When anything happen, I go to TikTok and I just watch all the videos related to that particular thing, right? And I seen all these people, these church folks, up in arms saying Drewski mocking God. Drewski mocking God. No, he mocking the niggas that's mocking God. All them the preachers that need the Louis Vuitton and the jets and all that, that's the people he's mocking. He not mocking God. Not once did he say nothing about God. He talking about what's going on in the church. Y'all know what's going on in the church. Y'all see it, but y'all mad now? Because he make you feel bad. Listen, man, my interaction with church, I ain't religious. Like I told you, I've been through all the books, so I know none of them is for me. That's just how I give it up. But one of my earliest interactions with the church, right? My aunt, she was always going to church. I ain't really come from a super religious family. But my aunt, she was super in the church. So me and my sister, we like a year apart. We coming into being teenagers at the same time. My mother was a single mother at the time. She ain't know what to do. So, she started reaching, trying to find some things we could do or some people that could help. So she sent me to my aunt, right? Me and my sister, we go to church with my aunt. At this time, I'm already gangbanging and all that shit. Like I'm about 13, 14, one of those. She sent us to the church. She had a church. The church that she went to was in the basement, right? So it's one of them churches, you step to the front, they lay you out, you fall out, you got the Holy Ghost and all that, right? It's one of those joints. So I'm in the back of the church, me and my sister, we chilling, right? The pastor go through the church, he knock everybody out. Boom, everybody's on the floor, right? So I get to my sister. I look at her, she get up, she go up there. She don't get the Holy Ghost and all that. She ain't doing the theatrics, because we haven't been indoctrinated. This is our first time. So we ain't doing all of the shaking and acting like we got something going on that ain't going on, right? But she goes anyway. She goes down. So she in a fetal position. She just lays down on the floor. She down there. So now they call me, brother, come up, and your aunt told me what's going on with you, and you need to release the devil, yada, yada, yada. So I go up there. And he say what he say, he put his hand on my head, right? When he put his hand on my head, he pushed me, right? And the people behind me, pushed my back while he pushing my head. So naturally, it's like he trying to bend me backwards. Nah, I don't feel what you feel and I ain't acting. Let me tell you, everybody that was on the floor shaking, stop shaking and see what's going on with me. That's how affected and how full of the Holy Ghost that they was. 2 seconds ago, they got touched, they went down, they felt it. They seen I wasn't going down, everybody stops. Now everybody just looking around, they getting up off the floor. Right? So we get upstairs, right? I told you, it was in a building. I go right upstairs, I'm playing the game when they come up from church, right? So I asked my sister, I'm like, yo, chick, why you lay down? She said they pushed me. Right? So this is just telling you, I always seen it as some bull. Me, personally, that's how it doesn't resonate with me. The people that brought it to me, and as I started going through the literature, it didn't resonate with me. So you could do what you do, but I'm doing me. You can't tell me how I see this thing, no matter where you standing. And that's what Drewski is going through. This is what he see. This is what he see. You could go through videos where these dudes is coming from the rafters like WWE wrestlers. What is that for? Who is that for? It's for the preacher, the pastor, whoever is reading from the book and taking all that money is who he talking about. You don't need a Rolls Royce to preach. I don't know. When you see these kind of pastors, it's like, did y'all even read the Bible? Jesus stayed away from the rich. He wasn't worried about greed. So how did it become these middlemen taking paper from y'all for y'all to get closer to God? The book he reading from, you got in your hand. What you giving him all this money for? My aunt church, she always told me, oh, so-and-so, you hear sister so-and-so, she about to get put out. Sister so-and-so about to get put out. Another church event my aunt took me to, right? Because I told you she was trying. We go skating on Empire, right? Her pastor come, he ringed out. This nigga got on Fendi everything and Fendi hat and Fendi jacket. And my aunt was doing terrible. And she made tithes all the time. And she would preach. She would tell you about this dude. Oh, my pastor, he had the custom this and he doing this and he doing that. Until your lights off. So this is just how I seen it the whole time. So when I see people not understanding what he's pointing out, it's fake because y'all see it. They're everywhere. What was what's the white dude named Joel Osteen? During Katrina, he told them they can't get into his church. People in need was turned away at the door because what? His spot was laid out. You know he got the good chairs. Y'all can't sleep on that. He ain't got no plastic for you niggas to be laying down on this. You know what I'm saying? People play with God. A lot of people play with God. That ain't what he was doing, though. It's the people in the church that he was mocking. It's them. It's not him. He told a joke about a group of people that is fleecing another group of people. And he wrapped it up at the end when he said, yo, did you get tithes? No, get the fuck off my car. It's like that. It's like that. You keep seeing these guys go to jail for all this fraud and all that because they got into it for the money. You look at all these ex-pimps. Where the ex-pimps go? They using it to get money. It's so many people that they up in arms. No, y'all didn't even read that book all the way through yet. You've been alive 50 years. You still going to church letting a nigga tell you turn to the same pages? You familiar with the same scriptures. You could quote them. You know why? Because every Sunday, turn the page. You know the page before he even tell you. I'm not religious, but if you are, you ain't going to get no closer to God going through them. Going broke, trying to make these people wealthy. I don't understand how that looks good for you. Oh, the first lady and all that, and she gliding through with Ferragamo and all that, and you heard at the crib. That trait need to pass you, but you won't let it pass you because these niggas is judgmental. You got the pastors talking about lock the door. Bro, this turned into a hostage situation? Because you want to go to Jamaica? Nah, this is crazy. To be mad at Drewski, you really don't want to look at what's going on in front of you because you just don't want to change. You don't want to apply the information you're given. A lot of it, they say ignorance is bliss because it don't require you to change. It just is what it is. Smarter people or people that's more aware are always going to seem like they matter because we know what's going on. We know what's going on. When you don't know what's going on, everything is roses. The more you know, you feel like the wall's closing in. The more you understand, you feel like the wall's closing in. Religion stagnates, man. Just not too long ago, you had the rapture thing. We talked about that and we covered that. Since then, it was a man who built the ark in Africa. He said it was going to be a flood. Guess what, y'all? No flood. Thousands of people there looking at this man in a burlap bag because he said he the new Noah. So the religion could always be used as a weapon against people who are just you're cultish with this religion now. It don't even gotta make sense. How many times somebody could tell you the world gonna end before you stop listening to people and go live your life? Why is you sitting around waiting for the world end? And then you mad and you'll go right from that. You act like it didn't even happen. Roll it right into the next thing. Oh, somebody else said, let me prepare for the rap show on this rock now. We was on the wrong rock. Throughout history, they said we stagnated more when religion was more prevalent. Because it turned you got to think the Salem witch hunts and all that, they was killing women because I believe women wasn't getting sick or some nonsense like that during the plague, so you had to be a witch. This is the things that they believed. This was early Christianity.
We would later learn they came from rats and mice. If your house had rats or mice, and mice were common, look at old Renaissance paintings. There's mice in the corners of the paintings. If you owned a cat, you didn't have mice.
So you didn't get the plague.
You didn't get the plague. No, wait a minute. Who owned cats? Well, there are many women that owned cats.
So women didn't get the plague, and they were therefore sorcerers.
They were witches.
Damn.
And you still associate a cat with a witch. Yeah. I mean, when you're storytelling about
Broom witch.
This is what happens when you live in a pre-scientific era.
Listen, man, I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I'm trying to be good without the book. I don't need a book to be a good person because that's what the books are about. They're all teaching peace or preaching peace, but let's keep it real. Religion is the reason for half of the wars that's going on around the country. They might wrap it in politics, but this is my religion has to be dominant. That's what we doing. Listen, man, it goes deep with the religion, man. But Drewski is not the problem with it, because he moving on. He did that. He gonna go be a white man or something. He thinking about his next skit. It was a skit for him. So many people internalized it and damned them to hell and all this craziness. Like, y'all sound crazy. Talk to the nigga at the head of the church that's leading you astray. That's piping down on the wire. He got a wife. He walking around with the wife and piping down everything in them pews. I got another story from my old church. Boy, she called her nephew. He does what he need to do, becomes a pastor, right? Every time you see him, he with the first lady. Before me and my sister stopped talking, we always used to be together. Every time this nigga seen my sister, he was in her face. It's the head of the church with the wife that everybody knows. So if you doing it with her, why wouldn't you be doing it with anybody else? But you want the visual of, oh, I'm married and this is put together and all that, but you hoeing. See, if I'm hoeing, I can't mislead you and have you we one-on-one and I'm hoeing. Nah, I'd rather tell you I'm hoeing. But they can't tell you hoeing because if you know the play, they can't pass the collection plate around. I need the Benz. But I can't tell you I need the Benz. The white dude, Kenneth Copeland, he told y'all I need a jet. Like, I need that. He went straight to him. Televangelist went straight, listen, man, buy me a jet so I can spread the word. What's the word? The same book that y'all got in your house already. It's a circle jerk. These people are making a fool of y'all. It ain't Drewski. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Keep shit in perspective, man. I told you it's a message in everything. What was the message in what Drewski was trying to do? Because I tell you what I took from it. All those dudes that's prospering, standing in front of the sick and the weak and the less fortunate, and saying, oh, if you give me this money, your blessings will be multiplied. That's worse than the crook outside with a gun, because he tying you into the long run. I don't know if y'all remember in the news, there was a girl, I think out in the Akron or something like that, and she hit the lottery. And her church was going to sue her for 10%. 10% of her earnings from the lottery. That don't sound crazy? But now they got these churches where you sign these documents to be part of the congregation. So you are saying, yeah, 10% of everything that I bring in is yours. And these churches is taking it and making it legally binding. So now you have to get a lawyer because your church wants 10% of something they ain't got nothing to do with. Ain't a whole lot of Jesus in that, man. I remember they had the What Would Jesus Do bracelets. Ain't none of these actions reflective of what I think Jesus will be out here doing. You sound cultish when you go at somebody for a joke, basically. Because I don't even see people, when you see all these atrocities get brought up in the news, I don't see these same people saying they got a problem with none of it. They don't care. But a comedian, a kid at that, Drewski Young on his come up. He made a joke, and yo, you really got to go on TikTok and look at some of the shit people were saying about him. Like, he the Antichrist. Yo, where y'all was at when y'all not talking about Trump? Drewski is 31. And now, because I'm an old man, that's still a kid to me. Because he ain't been cooking a long time. Ain't like we knew him since he was 14, 15. We ain't know, he wasn't a child star. He wasn't a Bow Wow or nothing. He on his run right now. This is his time. And people condemning him because he says something about people who use the book to get over on people. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Now, I told you I got something else I want to talk about, and this happened in my life, right? So in episode 11, as with all my episodes, I said, what we going to do is love each other, care for each other, something to that extent. I don't remember verbatimly what it was. Verbatim. I don't remember verbatim what it was, but I know that was the message, right? So one of my aunts, and this is my favorite aunt. I would have considered her my favorite aunt, and still do. She jumps on my post. This is my father's sister, right? She jumps on that under that post, and she says, she likes it first, and then she said, "Take care of your father," right? My father, right? Not too long ago, me and him had to sit down, right? He pulled up on me. I let him know, look at it, like we ain't close at all. At all. Ain't really shared a bunch of time over the life. Ain't like, he's the type of dude, he pick you up. Like, I got a bunch of siblings. So what he would do is come get us from downtown Fort Greene, take us to the east, leave us with one of his other baby mothers, and he elsewhere doing, pick us up on Sunday, bring us back, and everybody like, oh, this nigga's a wonderful father. Right? That's the kind of relationship. But as soon as I got old enough and didn't have to go, I stopped going. And when I did pop out, it was usually to see that, like, he was my connection to my siblings, to my cousins, to his side of the family that I actually did rock with and want to see. But it was never about me wanting to be around my pops, because my pops wasn't disseminating no information. I ain't got a moral structure. I ain't got nothing in me from that man besides DNA and looks. Right? I live not far from him now, about 2 blocks. Me and this man don't vibe. We don't talk, none of that. So when she put that up under there, I wanted to clap back immediately. Like, why would I take care of somebody that his health is failing now, but this nigga ain't do nothing for me my whole life? Like, I was in the streets learning my morality and what not to do and what to do from other men in the streets that most likely wasn't even that much older than me. I was 14 looking at niggas 17, 18 like father figures because they were teaching me. It wasn't none of that for my pops. He'd just pick us up. Listen, there's 6 niggas in there. Go figure it out. So when she said, take care of your father, I'm like, take care of my father. That's crazy. And why is that crazy, right? My father got a mother that's still alive, right? She just turned, I think, 103. She was living in Starlight City. This nigga leaves his crib because he beat his wife, got a charge. She kicked him out the crib, right? This nigga 60-something. He assaulted his wife. She get him out the crib. He had to go live with his moms, right? She older, so you know her conversation slowed down. She might call you out your name and just, you know, the things that come with being old, right? It annoys him. He goes and lives in his van, right? I get a call, she falls down, she hits her head. None of her kids came. My cousin Chucky was taking care of her. They came at Chucky like Chucky was supposed to do more work than them. Right? So now she's in the home. My father lives in that same house he didn't want to be in with his mother. He didn't want to take care of his mother. Now, his mother took care of him. Follow me now. His mother took care of him. My father didn't take care of me. His sister is saying take care of him, but he didn't have to take care of his mother. Listen, man. The family shit, a lot of the times be more stressful than dealing with the people I choose for myself. A lot of the times family be fucked up because they didn't have to pass the requirements your friends had to pass. They didn't have to meet the bar. They didn't have to be good. A family member think they can stab you in your back, say sorry, and it's supposed to be all right. I ain't with none of that, man. I ain't how I live my life. I give respect to everybody, so when I want it back, it ain't like I'm just begging for respect. Nah, that's what we do. Back and forth. We trade in respect. Every time we come up, it ain't like in my face, I respect you, and then I'm kicking you in behind your back. I'm the type, no, I'm if I say something behind your back, I'm going to share it with you too. If I share it in a friend group, I already shared it with you. That's how I am. Everybody I'm around, I got friendships that's 32 years. I'm only 42 now. I got friendships. I'm talking about day to day. People I slept head to toe with. People I starved with. People I went out of town. People I bubbled with. People I was at the bottom with. People I was on planes with. I ain't got none of that with a member of my family. None of it. I don't even understand sometimes how people think you could do the bare minimum for somebody and then still think you could lean on them when you need them. I got aunts, right? Years ago when I first came home from jail, another one of my aunts. This is my father's sister too. I came home from jail, ain't nobody say nothing, ain't nobody. She had to move. Yo, call me for what? You know what I'm saying? Call me for what? We don't talk. We have no relationship. Not a Christmas, not a nothing. We ain't never spent a holiday together, none of it. What are you calling me for? Because I'm 6'1", 240? Nah, that don't work for me. That don't work for me. Like, people could get mad all they want to when the truth start being spoken. But when you get mad at the truth, it just let me know what you got surrounding you. I wanted to say all type of things, but I ain't doing that on the internet because that ain't what I'm preaching. I'd rather say, yo, you know what, now you can't. No, your access has been denied. Blocked. Because there's no sweat off my brow. Because in a way, you coming at me. You know me and this man ain't got no relationship. And you know the relationship, you know he didn't take care of his mother. So you just trying to stir a pot for what? I don't have none of that for my friends, man. I don't have a friend that disrespects me or even tries to pull me out of character. That's only something in this life. That's something I only dealt with family. I've been telling my brother for years, man, I don't deal with my family. I don't deal with my family. My homeboy's mother's cooking. They call me. Tell them to come. How that ain't family? How when the holidays pop up and invites get sent, I get one from damn near everybody but family is supposed to be closer to me? I don't get it. And they try to make me the weird one. Like, damn, son, you don't fuck with them? No. Because I'm still grown, but I'm still me, and I'm violent. Like, you might want to argue all day. I'm going to want to go to jail or hell after a while. So I don't need to be around you, and that's just real talk. Like, every Thanksgiving, another TikTok. You go and you watch the reels, families fighting. Y'all knew y'all was going to fight because you know who don't like each other from jump. But because y'all family, y'all are still cramming that room for what y'all know is going to be disastrous by the end of the night. Because you family. We got to do that. We got to stick together. What do we call it sticking together? In this very house I'm in, man, my brother, last time I came over here, he had his daughter. She was home from college. I walked past the kitchen. Uncle Fit chopped it up with her. Came, kissed his mom's on the head. Yo, what's going on, ma? What she said? Yo, you want a plate? How that ain't family? Ain't nobody got my blood in them. My homeboy Bleak, every time his mother cook up rice because she know I like it. Yo, listen, she on the phone. Come get it. I could do that with all of my homeboys' mothers. That's how ingrained it is. Because that's what family is. Sometimes you're going to be born into the wrong motherfuckers. That's just how it go. Real shit. Because it don't be no love that got you here in the first place. A lot of times your mother needed $50 and your daddy had it. Y'all two people that wasn't even supposed to be together because the way I look at it, I want to meet your family and all that when we get in a relationship. But so many people was foregoing that because they getting together for the wrong reasons. Now it's two families full of people who are fucked up. But think they should stay around each other for some reason. That don't work for me, man. That interrupts my peace. That interrupts my peace. And if it interrupts my peace, it costs too much. I don't even the way I feel, like through all of this, I've been through so much in my life, but I apply what I learned. I ain't one of them people that's going to get spanked twice by the same exact thing. Once I learned what a skunk looked like, guess what? I'm not going over there, man. Because I know what could happen if you go over there. There's some niggas over there 3-4 times, stinking every time. Why I keep coming out stinking? Why I get by the? Because you ain't identified for what it is. It's warning you. I ain't shit. Don't come over here. I'm gonna fuck you up. And they just tell y'all. A lot of times, like me, I'm a person. If we could have a conversation about it, we could get through it. A lot of people don't want to have a conversation because they don't want to admit their part. My family is so much tension there, but no one wants to have conversations. No one wants to have these conversations. When shit get too deep, everybody shut down. But like I told y'all, I was raised by a bunch of women. So it was a bunch of feeling and a bunch of, like, sometimes we wouldn't see our aunts for months because they beefing and all that nonsense. Like, it was just emotion. So when you start coming and start saying that, like, listen, you got to have some accountability. That's weird for them because who was doing that for them? It wasn't no men around. I ain't got no men I ain't got no uncles to even tell their sisters like, yo, reel it in. They didn't have that. So it was just women saying, you're not the problem, you're not the problem, you're not the problem, when everybody had clear problems. You know what I'm saying? Being family to me is, man, finding your tribe. You can't, the only way you're going to find your tribe is to be who you are genuinely and let somebody see that. That's how you find your tribe. Be the realest version of you, and what gravitate towards you will be for you. Sometimes the family ain't going to be who holds you down. Sometimes the family is going to be the thing that stress you out the most. But through all of that, you got to figure out how you going to create a life for you, how you going to create peace for you, who going to be the people that you want to do it for. Because everybody want to do it for somebody. Everybody want to do it for somebody, man. I want to see my brothers doing good. I want to see myself doing good. I want to see the extensions of them, anybody that they love doing good. That's how I'm on it. Some of the things people fall out with family over, it be the easiest shit to fall out of because y'all don't really ride with each other. A lot of people, like I watch people, sometimes I be around people and see them interact with their family, and I know I be on the side looking like a sucker, smiling and shit. Because it's dope when you can see a sister and brother that really fuck with each other. That pull each other up, that speak life into each other. I look at that and say it's so dope. Because I thought I had it. But then life happened. And I had to acknowledge I don't got that. And I didn't dwell on it. I stepped away. I'm gone. That's it. We ain't got no beef. We ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I was just around my sister the other day for hours. Ain't say nothing to her. We was at the repast chilling. Why? Because I found my peace outside of what was bringing me all attention, all the angst, all the anxiety. I got away from that, and I've been doing great ever since. I talked to like 3 family members, man. My little cousin, my little brother. Like it's real small. But if I tell you what the tree I have outside of that is, all these friends that I have, great people that don't let me venture off too far. Yo, son, I ain't hear from you in a minute. What's going on? Yo, it's that type of energy. Because like I told y'all, I'm still dealing with, I'm a reclusive person. But some people interject, yo, I ain't hearing none of that. Some people hit me, yo, bro, I'm downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So they pull me out of that because they want to be around, and that shows that they appreciate me, and that makes me appreciate them that much more. Because the reason I'm a reclusive is because of what I went through with my family. I started to look at everybody as everybody gonna be like them. That's not the case. That's not the case. This is a big planet, man. That was contained to a small group, a very small group of people who think the same because they came up under the same shit. Soon as I found some people that came up under some different shit got different because now I know what I want for myself. I seen it. I know it exists. I know peace exists. I know people could get together and the whole night be roses. I know that can happen. I seen it. No backbiting, no talking about each other, just picking each other up. Right now I'm in 2 kitties, right, where it's $50 a week. We doing $50 a week. It's about, I would say, 10 of us in one group, and I think 12 in another. So it's $200 a month, right? For 2 years. That's what we all giving to try to get a property or something down the line. I'm in 2 of those. I never did no shit like that with my family. Me and my homeboys is pooling our resources to get something down the line, right? Some shorts. Shit, I smoking weed and all that. No. So this is where the sacrifice part come in. Now that money is going towards something that's going to mature into something in the future. Never did nothing like that with my family. Never had a conversation like that with my family. Because that type of shit is structural. That has to be like foundational in you that y'all work together. Somebody has to tell you, listen, man, your family is your family is the biggest. I had a grandfather. My grandfather was too cool for school, man. He'd come home from work, eat his dinner, and go in the room. It wasn't a lot of, yo, do this, do this, do this. My aunt, she went to the army and all that, so I guess she seen him, she followed him. But after, when he died, he wasn't even talking to two of his daughters. Because of shit people do. But because they family, they think they could do it to you. I ain't never looked at nobody and said, I'm going to fuck you over because you trust me. I'm going to fuck you over because you love me. That ain't never been my intent, but that's some people intent, even if they're not verbalizing it like that. Oh, you love me? That mean I got you. That mean I got you. I could tap dance all over. Nah, we not weaponizing love, man. We not doing that neither. And that's a lot of times what family do, man. You done got young girls that were sold by their parents and abused by their parents. And a lot of people went through a lot of shit with their family, man. Because it's just a word. The actions is what make family a powerful word. That's what make the actions behind it. If you ain't gonna put the actions behind family, come on, man. You talking about a friend group. A friend group that share DNA. That's all that is at that point. It's so many people. You get around your family and your energy is low. You see them around you see them around their friends and they vibrant and they up because that's where you're supposed to be. That's where you feel loved. That's where you feel appreciated. But naturally, people say, because it's family, I gotta love. I got a cousin that I ain't rock with since we used to live together. I ain't like her vibe. I stopped talking to her, and I ain't talked to her in forever, bro. And after I stopped talking, he was like, damn, you really don't talk to Danielle? Guess what everybody else did after a while? I seen it early. You know what I'm saying? I seen it early. I'm good at reading people, man. Family, friend, I don't care who it is, man. I'm not around no fuckery. That's not how I want to go out, man. I want to be productive, loving, and caring until I'm in a casket. Laughing and joking, man. I don't want no pain. I don't want no sorrow, and I don't want none of that for nobody else. I'm not going nowhere where I got to just be there just because I'm supposed to be there. Ain't no supposed to be there for me no more. It ain't no supposed to be there, man. Her putting that comment under me. Now, I'm pushing what I'm pushing. Maybe the people that I'm pushing it to see it and be like, damn, this nigga ain't standing on what he's standing on. But they don't even know the whole story. But that's not the forum to put the whole story out, is it? Because then if I'd have got up under them comments, it'd have just been me and my aunt going back and forth until my cousins joined the chat. And now we talking about gunplay. So I did the best thing I could do and block her. Because guess what? If you don't know, everybody who know me know somebody I don't talk to. Like, I got the Clippers. They always ready. Because it ain't no sweat off my back, man. I'm not relying on nobody. I said that in something. I'm not relying on nobody for money, for a social life, for nothing. The people I'm around because we genuinely bond and fuck with each other. I could go outside and get girls. I ain't son got the bottles, he got the business. I got all of that. When I was broke, I could still make it happen. Cause that's a lot of people are just drawn together because somebody has a resource that they need. That's not it. That's not it, man. That's not pure intentions. Your intentions is wrong. Because as soon as that person loses that resource, then that means they're useless to you. So that wasn't real at no point. I'm only in it for the real. It's a bunch of motherfuckers being phony with each other, don't know nothing about each other, don't even know each other, been around these, because y'all never had a serious conversation. And as soon as y'all have a serious conversation, y'all split and never talk to each other again. The first time shit get real between people that call themselves friends and besties and all this shit, as soon as you get real, you don't believe me? Test it. You got a friend that you know ain't a great parent? Tell him. Tell them, because the way I see it, they should say, you care about my kids if you pulling my coat. If you see me as a bad parent and you're telling me about it, you care about my kids. Is how I see it. That ain't how they gonna see it, though. No matter what friend you are, no matter what family, just because they feel affronted with the truth, you gotta go. And everybody who willing to shut the fuck up and watch them be a terrible parent, they gonna stay around and they gonna stay in them kids' life and what them kids is learning. How to shut the fuck up, or you gonna lose your friends, or you gonna lose. Nah, that ain't how we living. Teach them kids to tell the truth. But why we can't do that? Because we lie about so much shit in the day-to-day. Like, you get taught how to lie. Tell the people mama ain't home. You know what I'm saying? They tell us this shit from jump. The government in your house would try to turn out a fuck nigga, man. You got to be strong. You got to know what's going on, and you got to grow right, man. You got to grow right, because all of us is going to grow. All of us is going to age, but not all of us are going to have wisdom with that. I know 60-year-old idiots. 60-year-old idiots, because all of us is going to get old, but not everybody going to grow up. Not everybody is going to know how to deal with their feelings. Not everybody is going to know how to tell you what they're feeling. I'm one of them people. I know how to voice all that. I feel that the friend group I have, that I found for myself throughout the years of going through, because I got friends that fell off quick. We probably went through something and it was so, but we ain't beefing, just go your way. We outgrew each other. That's gonna happen too. You gonna have some people, I still love them niggas. Like we was doing a lot of shit, man. I was outside early and doing things with my dudes that I thought was my brothers. And they turned and went left or whatever it was, or doing some backbiting shit. And I had to walk away. Yeah, it hurt, but you gotta do it. Because say I'd have just kept tagging them suckers along, now the good people that I'm around, I'd have been introducing suckers to them good people. They didn't deserve that. You go deal with them suckers like you, that vibrate like you. We on a higher plane. We doing other shit. We productive. That's what we doing. Trying to give back, even if it's in the smallest of ways. Whether it's one person or a pantry line of people. Everybody is trying to help somebody some way, and that's the kind of people I'm around. Not people who are trying to keep bullshit going. Not people who want to hurt you and still lean on you as a crutch when can't nobody else show. When I ain't gonna say can't, when nobody else won't show up for them. Because the nigga that show up for everybody is usually the nigga taking all the lumps. Real shit. I got another story. The same aunt, right? The same aunt that said that shit, talking about my pops, right? Bro, I never got a happy birthday ever. Like, this my aunt. We chop it up when we see each other, have fun. We talk shit. That's what we do. But at the same time, we ain't got the kind of time in for me to be overlooking all the nonsense. Especially, like, I don't call on you. A nigga been in the streets and women have helped me out, not family. I couldn't call on y'all. They didn't call on y'all. But my phone rang when niggas is going through shit. One of my older cousins got into something in Rhode Island. My aunt hit my phone directly to go lay something down. Like, we don't live no life together. But you called your nephew when the pan got hot and was like, yo, your cousin might need you. And what I did, what I always do. Yo, if you need me, I'm there. He didn't need me, but she still made that call. So is me saying I was going to go put my life and my freedom at jeopardy, that wasn't enough? To have the kind of respect where you don't say that type of to me on the internet? But that's family, though. That's how I go. I ain't that person, man. And all the people who know me could, like, everybody knows somebody that got the Clippers. A lot of niggas don't even know why they got haircuts. You just got a haircut. You got to go. You got to go. You did something I ain't like, you got to go. And I give everybody that same respect. You ain't got to fill me in when you want to walk out my life. Whenever you start feeling how you feel, you could go. That's how I'm on it. So if I'm giving you that, you give me that, then we respect each other. That's what's going to bond us now, the respect. I'm not coming back to no family dynamic that's broken and doesn't want to be fixed. I'm not doing that. Ain't no peace in it for me. Ain't no prosperity in it for me. All it is, man, I got so many stories that I could tell that just let you know why I feel the way I feel. The lessons that I learned and the lessons that I applied to be the person I am now. I'm not cold. I grew up and I applied these life lessons, man. When you hear me talking about I was outside at 10, 12, 13, already with guns coming, like I've been through a lot. Going to prison allows you to be around, 3,000 different personalities, all trying to get something from you, work an angle. You start to notice that it ain't but so many type of people. It's like 4 type of personalities out here. Once you identify those, what group that person goes into, you'll be way better off because it's 1 billion people, but I'm telling you, it's only like 4 or 5 personalities out here. And what I mean by that is you got a nigga that's going to try to get over on you. And on the other end of the spectrum, you got a nigga that's going to try to give you everything you need for you to be the best person you can be. Those are 2 totally different people, but you are going to find those people everywhere you go, that type of person. You go on YouTube, you got people, it's their first day of work. These niggas hitting the cash register. You understand what I'm saying? Like, on the first day of work, you had something that was going to get you a paycheck consistently, and you said, let me take this $35. That's what I'm going to risk it for. It's a lot of that person. It's a lot of that type of person out here where you would throw away longevity for shorts. For shorts. Because your mind can't even think that far. That's like how they say it's chess, not checkers. What does that mean? The person that's playing chess is thinking 4 moves, and that's not just a cliche thing people say. You're literally thinking 3, 4 moves. If I do this, he's going to do this. What can I do to get on that side of the board? With checkers, it's just, you just moving. A lot of people are just moving. I'm not just moving. My hand on the wheel. My hand on the wheel. And I told y'all this wasn't going to be long. I just wanted to come in here, dip in and say my piece about the Drewski thing. But I really wanted to get that family thing out there, man. Because I know it ain't just me, man. I know a lot of people go through a lot of things and you start thinking, oh, maybe it's just me. Nah. It's a lot of broken families out here that don't want to be fixed. What I'm saying is you could take your piece and move on. Because if you grew up without structure, guess what? You could start having kids You could adopt and you give them the structure that you feel would have helped you to be a better person, a more productive person, or a more successful person. You got a chance to build your own. Do that. Don't just stay where you feel that it was already fucked up. You don't have to be there just because it's family. I'm telling you that. You don't need my permission slip to move on, but I'm just telling you, I'm just putting it out there. It's something to think about, man. Go where you love, go where you appreciate it, man. Find that for yourself. Sometimes it ain't gonna be the family, and sometimes you have to acknowledge that it ain't coming from the family. The help ain't coming from the family. The love ain't coming from the family. The care ain't coming from the family. Find that for yourself. Find that in a friend group. Find that in the significant other. Wherever you find it, just make sure you don't just rush into nothing. Find what's for you. Let people see you for who you really are. Some people gonna see you and you gonna learn that you a fuck nigga. But that helps you if you internalize it and you apply it the right way. Damn, I'm a corny nigga out here. Let me fix up. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I'm out, man. Always peace and love. And hold on, before we get up out of here, man, we got the shirts, man. I told y'all they was coming. Less big homies, more mentors. That's what we on. We gonna wear these. We gonna put them in the hands of the right people. We gonna make them available for purchase. It ain't gonna be. We ain't trying to get rich off of it. It's just the funness and to keep the hits coming, man. It's just to keep the hits coming, man. Like I told you, this ain't about just constant not trying to run up the stream so we can get it big. This is pushing this message. I want to do some community give backs, things of that nature. I ain't asking like for a bunch, and I ain't never gonna ask for a bunch because that ain't what we doing. We just need enough to fund this or some help funding it. And we gonna save these kids, man, and help these people. We gonna help all people. The overarching reason I started this is on some save the kids shit, but a lot of people need saving, man. A lot of people need community. A lot of people need a village around them. That's what this is gonna grow to. And with that said, this has been a Really Kick It podcast, episode 12, man. And I hope everybody like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the material, because that's something out of my real life. I want to know what's going on in y'all real life. Let me know how y'all relate to that. And I'll see y'all soon. Peace.